And we're live from the Momo with all of the spiritual healing tools you could possibly need. I am your hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, and messenger of God. All of this that you see in front of you, these are my working tools. And I kind of wanted to bring them out. I'm going to organize them and do some stuff, but I wanted to show you. I posted in my community page a picture, but I wanted to break down what's all in there. So this guy right here is nothing but altar stuff. Hella altar stuff. All my candles, incense, figurines, stones, all that kind of stuff. This is my grab and go bag. So this is where I load up and, I pick whatever we're going to go through. These are just some of the oracles that we've been using lately. Down there, that's mostly all of my other oracles. I've got over 40 of them. We have not even, seriously, not even. And here, these are some of my guidebooks to the oracles and all different kinds of stuff. Learning about different religions. There's lots of moon magic. This one we didn't get. So how it works is it's like a discovery zone, and we get stuff and we don't even really fully get into it until time. I have stuff to teach forever and ever and ever and ever. But these are a lot of them, a lot of different religions, different stories, goddesses, Wiccan. There's, let's see, consorting with the spirits, sacred geometry, Buddha, the Bhagavad Gita, the Book of Lilith, Goddess Bless, this is how they pray, the story of St. Patrick and how they spread Christianity, all of the goddesses and all of the times and all of the good stuff. This is a book, it's a novel that I mentioned that it's just artwork that activated a whole Kundalini rising. This is a whole fucking encyclopedia about Wicca. This is about moon magic. This is about connecting with the earth and all of, growing, soul food, I guess. What is this one? Black Arts. My demon book. This is last year's Sabbath book, and then we got our new one. This is what I wanted to talk about. I needed this. This is what I said. We were going to do some chapter healing. You see how big this is? These are oracles, but they're chapter healings. We're going to get into this. Practical magic. It's one of my first ones. Did I get all this? No, one by one. And there is all of my herbs. That's like a lot of stuff I just grab and go. It usually keeps in my purse. There's like certain candles, my graveyard dirt, stuff like that. There's also all kinds of shit in here. I mean, I carry it all, for real. This one's my super ritual bag where I do at sacred sites. Those are super activations. It's all Native American. No, that's not true. There's some crazy shit in that shit. We don't open that shit. Like, I opened it in Yuma. I did it at the Yuma station. So, yeah, I wanted to share that with the new people because we have a bunch of new people. I think the last time I showed that was at, like, Oklahoma. We haven't really got much more. I get stuff, and then we just get stuck in stuff, and it's always there when we need it. Whenever they beckon. Who's they? Oh, don't get me started. All right, so in order to keep up with me, you would have had to catch yesterday's video and some more shit. Let me take my boots off here. As I said to you, I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I'm the definition of a phoenix. I am the phoenix. What makes me a high priestess? My practices. In the beginning, I got this. Where'd we stop? We stopped on organized group workings because my group fell apart. My boy band group wasn't really being part of the group. Anyways, so going into it, I want to talk about being a priestess. There's a lot of people that claim to be a divine feminine, which, fair enough, I'm not going to deny you that because you wouldn't be existent without your divine feminine and your divine masculine. How you work out of it, whether it's distorted or not, is a whole nother concept. But as far as being a high priestess in the cards, you are not. What it takes to be a pagan high priestess. A priest in general is a servant, is a professor of a religion that delivers it to the people. A pagan priest does practices that other religions fear. And I'm going to get into that. And this is what I am. I am a pagan high priestess, right? That teaches the priesthood in a Christ consciousness. So I go beyond all barriers and all liminals. And that's what I do with all of the other religions. I also have the teachings of Buddha. I have all of them. We go into, of course, the Kabbalah, which I'm going to put out. I have a challenge for you, Wolfman. Get a pen and paper out. You're going to love this. This is for you. This one's for you. Oh, Bruno Mars. Hello. Anyways, so I want to talk about it. We didn't really get to this book, but I was guided to grab the book, and then I jumped to this page, and I want to talk about it. Which of the following pastoral functions do you prioritize important part of your priesthood? Okay, so earning natural trust and respect through the right action, learning from mistakes, 94% of it, teaching or mentoring, holding yourself to high standards as a community elder, 82, right? Standing up for those who can't defend themselves. I want to make sure you see this. Providing safe, open space for community seekers. Speaking up, holding others accountable, meaning calling people out. Practicing self-discipline, counseling, leading in prayers, devotionals, and journeys. Okay. Support, feed, and clothe those who are in need. That's one thing that I am always trying to, find ways to do. Okay, which of the following sacerdotal functions do you prioritize? Here's where we get fun. All right. Speak. I can't say it. And petitioning to a deity. We speak to deities. Yesterday in our video, we did an incantation to the Kali spirit. Teaching, training, and guidance and sacerdotal techniques. And that's what I teach others, is how to teach them and, how to be a testimony and how to heal others. Ritual magic, ritual techniques, experimentation, experience, expertise. All right, so there's a lot of ritual techniques that you learn. Moving between worlds, journeying, astral travel, etc. I teach you that, but lightly. And that's because I shared that the other day was, that Doctor Strange moment. If we opened you up completely like they did to me, and I mean it, they remember the videos. It was way in the beginning. I was like, my third eye is open and it won't close. Hold on. We're just circling. Oh God, I saw it, but I forgot. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to it because it's just moving. It was so fast. I didn't know how to slow it down and travel through it. It's crazy. Technical and creative knowledge of tools of worship and work. And that's what we're going to get into right now. We're going to talk about the stones. Performing ordinations and initiations in your tradition. I teach you about what I do as far as my moon magic and how I teach, my sage burns. I'm always teaching you all that bullshit. Okay. Representing, acting, or speaking for a deity. I speak for all of them. I speak for the dead. You know that I translate for the dead. Okay, here's the one that I don't really do. Conducting or facilitating life rites, birth, marriage, death, and etc. Not really into any of that shit. Design and implementation of magical acts. I teach you guys. I don't really follow, especially in those books, Jason, whoever he is. I don't teach you other people's magic. I teach you what I do, and I tell you to experiment on your own and add your own, oomph. Healing and medicinal intervention, physical or energetic. And that's what I do, is a bunch of healing. This is what it takes to be a high priestess. This is what I am, right? Our priests have a certain the priest of Catholicism and the priest of all of these different religions. They too have, they have to go through these schoolings and these understandings. I was taught by the Holy Spirit. And when you get to the beginning of this, it says that. You have to do these tests and stuff, and it says you're ordained by the Holy Spirit, and nobody can take this away from you. And if you're able to do such things, you are feared and revered, is what it says. It's like, seriously, like, that's why you fear me. That's why they fear us, is because we can do such things. But so can monks and stuff like that. A lot of the Hindus can do such things. You know what I mean? I'm seeing, my other horsemen. So anyways, I just wanted to point that out as like, yeah, I'm magically fucking delicious, but I'm also having a human experience here, and my human experience calls for me to, break a lot of karmic patterns while I'm teaching and healing and, doing all of this work. So, woo woo, woo woo. Now, yesterday in my video, I had said that, my mandalas, I wanted to talk about crystal work. If you were paying attention yesterday, in the beginning, we read about the Palladians, and they said those especially that had crystals, amulets, and charms, okay, would be, you know what I mean, would be accelerated in it. So there's these that I've told you about. These are certain ones. These are actual stones. Now, this one right here, no, these are just beads. These are just beads. But these are real stones that I was guided to get in the beginning. These are heavy-ass, earth-ass stones. And I've only pulled them out. There's certain times you'll watch that I change everything, just guided to put different things out at different times. And that's with that big-ass bag of altar stuff. And it's because as the wheel turns. This is my own personal bag that I carried on my bras, on my persons forever. And it would add into more, right? So in the beginning, I had one of these, twice the size of it. That you saw how big my boobs are. I shared that picture of my bra. They were laughing at me this morning. I had one of those, and I carried rose quartz. Now I carry rose quartz always. I always have, because that's for your heart. Something fell on the ground. Oh, is that even possible? Oh no! Everything is breaking right now. And it's meant to break open. I mean, everything, all of my jewelry, everything is breaking open. And that's a good sign for me. Destruction is a good sign. Okay, so when I told you the story yesterday, I told you that I was going to write for POC. And then this happened. I got this the day that I got kicked out of my house. Okay, and it was really special to me. It was a full crow head. And I carried it. And then when I got to Wisconsin, it broke. And all that was left was one eye. And it was only the third eye was there. And then it broke again. This is black obsidian. And this is connected to Kali, but it's also connected to a long line of my history, which has to do with, I'm going blank. Sorry, blank man. Can't even. They're taking me somewhere else. This one is a watermelon rose quartz. This one I actually purchased on my own. This is for sexual abuse and trauma healing. Okay? This one was the garnet that we were talking about. This one shattered, as you can see. I drop the bag all the time. I'll take my bra off and they'll just shatter. This one is, damn, I can't think right now. Let me just show you them all, and then I'm going to show you, because I highlighted them in the book. Okay? I'm going to show you. This is the smoky quartz. Okay, wait. Jasper? Oh, I can't remember. This one's really cool. I forgot. This man gave it to me. He was a miner. And if you put it under a black light, it lights up. So I'm not really sure. This is a... I'm totally going blank. This is a rhondosite, right? Whatever. Anyways, I have them all right here. In the beginning, I had them. So I wrote down, and these right here, just these, do you see these? Just that list right there, are what's on this. Or what's on this that I wear around my bracelet, or wear around my ankle usually, but it depends on my shoes. Just those alone has all of these that I carry, right? Okay, now going into this, the ones that I have that you've seen, okay, so Archangel, the clear quartz, right? And then I also show you, this is the selenite. I couldn't remember the names of it. So that's Melchizedek. Okay, the lapis lazuli, that's my Archangel Michael. That is, I have one here, but I have one in a whole little thing that I wore around my neck for a long, long time. Let's see, the carnelian, that's what I couldn't remember. One of these is a carnelian, so I'm assuming it's this one. This is the carnelian, and that would be, this one is the jasper. That's what I couldn't remember. The turquoise is the green one that I couldn't fucking remember. The tiger's eye is right here, right? So let's go back through them. The carnelian is Angel Ida. The turquoise is Gabriel. The tiger's eye is Adnakel, but that's not just true. There's a lot more to these. Malachite is something that I have in a different one, and that's Raphael. It's green. Rose quartz is, well, it's an angel, but it's also connected to Mother Mary. It's connected to all sorts of love. Aquamarine is Bath coal, and I could bring that out. Bath coal is a very intriguing energy. Let's see. Smoky quartz is Uziel, but it's also the Kali, and you can learn all of these later. All right, so then there's the rhondorite, which is Master Yogandada. I don't know. Who knows? Who the hell knows? Masagati, I have that one. Amethyst is Saint Germain. The pearl is Kanyen. Selenite is Master Mother Mary. Citrine, I tell everyone to have, is Helos. But it's also Metatron. It's a lot of them. They all have them. Mica is Hecate. Black Obsidian, again, I told you, is Kali. Amber is Freya. See, amber quartz. Let's see. A lava stone, which I have, is for the goddess Pel. And then this is just some of them. Right, so this book we're going to go through, we work our way backwards on this one. It's been quite a while, but this is just some understanding. I have, fuck off. In a lot of my books we're going to go over, they will talk about different, oh my gosh, I have a Kabbalah card all fucked off in here. We're going to read that card, the sleeper. Damn, that's crazy. I also have a crystal Bible number 2. What happened to number 1? I don't know. But this teaches you how to use all of them for different types of healing. So, for example, God give us one. There's a pretty one from Canada or Australia. I'm just going to run to what it does. It supports your liver and gallbladder and is beneficial for gallstones, duct blockage, cirrhosis, and intestinal problems. Sedation and stimulating the tract as required. Soothes nausea and travel sickness. Somebody doing some all that? Right, so this is where we get into using the placement of stones. They call it Reiki and shit. And that's how it is. Sugar blade quartz. What's this one do? Works beyond the physical level of being to heal the light body. See? That's what we start going into. Yeah, Hogwarts, I could teach you it all, but we don't have enough time in the day. I have to use my time wisely. If I could take care of other things, if other things would take care of themselves, then I could just sit here and teach you all day everything that I know. And who knows what I know? All I know is this card is the sleeper, dude. What the French door? That's crazy. I put that away. Let's see. So I couldn't tell you what the next card up is until I get to it, because they're going in sequences. But they're here in order. I have them. So the last one we did was Goodwill, and that was the goddess Gaia and the ocean Jasper. So now we're doing Cat's Eye and the goddess Basset. So as soon as I see this, I know to pull my goddess cards, but we're going to follow the lead and just forget what I started. Fine. All right, so this also teaches you about the number frequencies too. So it talks about the 8s, the 3s, and the 4s, I believe. Right? Let's see. Let me go to the beginning. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. It teaches you how to use the 3s. Is a result of union of the masculine energy, blah, blah, blah. The 8s is the mastery, power, authority, strength, and leadership. It goes into it. The 4s are strong, powerful message from the angels, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, right now we're on, oh, of course, Faux. Okay, enough. Let me see if I can find it here in this book. 43. All right, sacred pleasure. Oh, I didn't even read it. We bring you the empowerment of sacred pleasure. It is said that the spirit had to be enticed into the body to give up its complete freedom and willingly take on the experience. Hold on. I have a lot of fast-paced moving energy moving through me. All right, to take on an experience of limitation that could lead to divine growth. It needed the deal to be sweetened. And that's what I tell you. They hold like a piece of meat on a stick to get you to go for some shit. So music was created. Music that could be felt and expressed through the body. Spirit jumped in like a flash. Life was created. There is more life that can be created in you and your world. Although there are undoubtedly struggles as a natural part of opening up to more life, there is divine sweetness too. That is the gift of sacred pleasure. This is the pleasure that gives you joy in your aliveness, in its innocence, sensual and life-affirming. It's time for you to receive more of this. The oracle says it's time for you to put a little sugar in your bowl. I heard someone say, I heard my brother say, he's got some sugar in his tank, bro. That was good stuff. All right, let's go. Pleasure and pain are part of the dance of life. You can enjoy pleasure without feeling you'll become addicted to it and no longer be able to bear your pain. In fact, knowing you have access to genuine natural pleasure can be a way of managing pain more effectively. It might seem strange, but there can be an addiction to pain just as much as an addiction to pleasure. Perhaps even more so considering the state of most people's lives these days. Pain has its rightful place in life, but pleasure does too. For many people, there is actual pain that arises when they first learn how to feel genuine pleasure. Confusion, shame, guilt, and fear of being lazy can enter the mind and cause tension in the body, making it difficult to let go and to be in the experience of enjoyment. And that's me, like, oh, if I just like let myself go, like that's what I'm like feeling right now. I had a plan that I was going to kill it today on Monday, but now it's Monday and I'm supposed to take Monday off. And I'm having a great Monday. I'm supposed to do that for myself. And I've been able to do it for like 2 Mondays in a row, almost 3. And here I am. I'm like, I'm going to go to work. But anyways, and that's it. It's like, it's a confusion, a shame, guilt, and a fear of being lazy that enters the mind and causes tension in the body. Meaning I want to relax. My body wants to relax. I feel comfortable. I feel, like I just want to lay down. But it's the mind that will not allow it to do so. So now I have to spend the same time that I do every Monday, my daughter and everybody else affirming to the mind what it's supposed to do. And it's just reprogramming it. It's like, no, on Monday we work real hard. No, on Monday we don't work. No, on Monday we work real hard. No, on Monday we don't work. No, on Monday we work, and every Monday it's going to do it until one day, and then it'll be like, no, we do. And then it'll go back to its stupid shit. It's just a stupid thing. It's like, who hit the button? Don't push my buttons. Making it difficult to let go and experience of enjoyment. Pleasure is a form of release. It is about surrender and letting go in the moment. When there is a yearning for pleasure, whether it be healthy, conscious expression of playfulness or addictive craving and artificial high, the deep part of you is letting you know that you've wound up yourself too tight. That's funny because we were talking about that. I brought that up in my story yesterday. A bunch of people are coming here with the intentions to fucking let loose. You know what I mean? They have every intentions to let loose fully. It's like where there is a yearning for pleasure, whether it be healthy, conscious expression of playfulness or an addictive craving for artificial high. The deeper part of you, and that's what everyone's going to do. They get this artificial high of getting dressed up and being part of the, the New Year scene. And, it's really funny because, because of my needs, my family's needs, I'll be part of the scene and I'll be able to see the scene and see people play it out, which is interesting because I'm not a part of it, but I'm being put as a part of it and playing an important part because I get them home safely. You know what I mean? That's my job. I have a good job. I have a good role to play in this. You go out and you doing you and needing me helps me and what I need, and this is a cool little role that we're playing. And you'll be out and you'll tell me all about your experiences, and through your experiences I can see it and feel it and be like, nah, I'm good. But I also realized, dude, it was funny because I was digging through all my stuff and I found all these leftover mushrooms from last time when I did it. I was like, I might have to dose because I'll be around a lot of people, bro, and they'll be like shadows. It'll be oozing out of them. The deep part of you is letting you know you've wound yourself up too tight. You are trying to control yourself rather than learn to identify it and meet your needs in a healthy way. And that was what was going on with Bobby. I had told myself, no, you can't talk to him, you can't see him, you can't this and that. I was wound up way too tight. And it's like, you know what I mean? And it became unhealthy. The strong and more destructive and yearning for pleasure becomes, because whilst healthy pleasure creates energy, addictive pleasure depletes your life force and free will. The more you know your being is reacting against a degree of control you are trying to impose on yourself. And that's it, where you're fighting yourself. You're like fighting yourself. My mind's telling me no. Yeah, some of this music, bro. I swear. Can I focus there? Let's see. You may try to control yourself more than an effort to overcome the yearning for pleasure, but it's going to inflate the inner battle further. The way most addictive personalities release the inner tension of this battle is to go to the other extreme by acting out of control in destructive manners. Then there is, can you take her?
I don't know, I always do it.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, cool. Then there is shame, judgment, and recrimination, and the whole cycle starts again. This is exhausting to the body and the mind. Ew. I feel like that's him over there, dude. Then there's shame and judgment and recrimination, and the whole cycle starts again. This is exhausting to the body and the mind. And that's it. I was like, I'm just gonna go with this. I don't care. Thank you. It's right behind the TV. The way to shift out of inner battle for and against your own pleasure is to begin by releasing the difference between control and loving, firm holding. Control is an attempt to suppression and denial based on fear and lack of acceptance. What would people say? What if people found out? What would people say? Loving, firm holding provides a sense of safe and healthy discipline, but it does not repress any need or desire. It accepts and acknowledges all needs and then chooses the most loving way to meet them with conscience and presence. It is free from shame, self-judgment, guilt, and self-hatred. And that's it. It's like, I can't be around you because, this is wrong. And everything's wrong, and I end up feeling guilty, and I hate myself for playing this role. Well, I put myself as a player as that role. After I changed the role and looked at who I was and not this game that they're playing, but who I am and how I feel, then it didn't matter. And that's the truth. It's like, it's free from shame, meaning I shouldn't feel bad that I have these feelings. I shouldn't be, I shouldn't be judging myself. I shouldn't feel guilty, and I shouldn't hate myself. And I really did. You can hear it for 2 years. I hated myself for loving this person, for having these feelings for this person. It is based on self-respect and loving the body and mind enough to care for them, rather than trying to control and dominate them from a fearful place. And that's it. It's like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to get caught up in this. I don't want what happened last time. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to, you know what I mean? In the sense of, well, then don't. Then don't. As you shift from control to loving, firm holding of yourself, you become able to accept pleasure into your life in many more ways. You feel more open and responsive to life and its sensual beauty, and your body and your mind can nourish out of a pain-based way of living into a lifestyle that allows for more sacred pleasure. The joy this creates can sustain and strengthen you for the times when there is pain you need to move through in order to grow. Rather than pain being your everyday experience, it then becomes a phenomenon that comes into your life and then moves on once the purpose of it, your healing and growth, has been fulfilled. And that's it. It just comes over in waves on specific days. Really, it catches the fucking energy and it just comes in. And we deal with it, and then it's gone. And then I'll sit here on a Monday, I'll be like, what the fuck did it happen last week? And then I'll remember they'll show me all this funny shit I said, all this stupid shit. They'll show me, I'll be like, dang, last week. And then before I know it, it's this week. We got shadow work on Wednesday. It's a new year. It's a black moon today, and it's like, oh, geez, holy moly. This oracle comes to you with the healing guidance. The Universal Mother knows you have suffered and wants to sweeten your deal. If you allow her, she will assist you in purging the self-loathing that has placed you in a painful bind of fear-based control. I just had to breathe in that. That's that inner note, that inner heart. It's like, you can do this. And it spoke after him. Oh, God. Here comes twin flame number 2. Please, God. I was driving down the highway, I think yesterday or the day before, and I had this feeling of him. Again, every time, when I'm over on a certain part of Aurora, because I used to meet him in Aurora. We used to, I don't know, something. Anyways, and I remembered tree. Anyways, so here's this thing that's happening, right? I'm going through this turmoil with twin flame number 1. and the Holy Spirit is like, okay, no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. I have Tree, who's like this guy that I met and that's hanging out with me and that I'm using as like my spiritual healer, and I'm dumping all my shit and I'm using, we're working together in the music, and everybody thinks we're messing around, but we're just friends and whatnot. Anyways, so I do my release party. Actually, it wasn't even planned. We just all ended up at the same place at the same time and partied on the same day I released my song. Let me correct that. And he's there, and everybody that I worked with on my album is there, minus Meezy. Fucking Meezy. Just kidding. I'll see you soon. Jesus, they're right in a row right now. We're calling out their fucking numbers, bro. Fuck me, bitch. Fuck me. Are you all going to be at one place at one time? Hey, Bri, send me a ticket, bro. You know my email, bro. Send me a ticket. Wherever they're going to be. He's going to throw some event and they'll all be there, and I'll just face all four of the twin flames at once. Like, bam, bitch. Bam. I'll send Bobby an invite too. Bring your fucking wife, bitch. Let's just do this, bro. Let's fucking kill this shit real hard. Give me the mic. Pass the mic. Pass the mic. Is it 2 days before New Year's? Isn't this when I performed last time? Just going back to it. What the fuck was we talking about? Oh, yeah, him. So anyways, he gives me the I love you eyes. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then all of a sudden the energy shattered. The music stopped in the room and everybody scattered like fucking, like the lights turned on and the popo was there, right? And he runs to the car and I'm like, hey. And he's all like hiding his face and shit. I'll never forget that. And I was like, hey, what was that? He's like, nah. I was like, no, what was that? He's like, nah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I was like, yeah, okay. Well, tomorrow never came. Or he came, whatever. Anyways, the whole story was like, I sat there with this, he loves you. He loves you. And I'm like, okay, and ew, no, never. And then I really started realizing, oh, he's a great guy. You should give him a chance. Oh, fuck, dude, he's like another 25-year-old. Fuck it, fuck. So then I was like, no, I can't do it. But it was a long-ass story, and there was a whole break. It's like, you owe it to yourself to at least take a chance. Your feelings are valid. It's this whole beginning video, dude. That's the whole awakening. It's like, will you tell this guy that you like him? I was like, oh, I can't do it. It'll ruin everything. I can't do it. Then I do it, and it ruins everything, and it was great. But, oh, God, it was hideous. It was so funny. Wait till you guys see it. It's the kind of cringe shit that movies can't even be made of, dude. I just shared something really funny in my fucking community page of, like, this girl, she, like, fell over, and her ass is all hanging out, and everybody's laughing at her. I was like, that was me. That's been me this whole fucking ride, bro. Ass out, fans only. Thanks, Kobe. You heard the clappy clap? Alright, so anyways, going back to it, it's that voice that's like telling you, you could do this. You could do it. Fuck it. Just do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, God. Oh, why didn't I do that sooner? I told you could do it. Who is it? They say it's the goddess. It's God. It's whoever. It could be your grandma. Yeah, right there, that was Kobe. You could do it. I told you, that was Khalik. Tell you could do some shit you didn't think you could do, and then you'd be like, oh, I didn't know I could do it. I told you could do it. Now keep going. Be better. Thanks, Kobe. Khalik, whoever, put a face on that bitch. She will help you love yourself so you can experience the sacred pleasure of life and it's meant to bring you. If you have already done this work on yourself and find that bringing sacred pleasure to others through your loving consciousness is part of your life's mission and soul's purpose, this oracle brings you confirmation of this. Hey, are you supposed to bring me pleasure? Yes! That was the funniest thing I've ever, not ever, but that was pretty weird. Awkward, yes. Awkward. There is a value in teaching strength, and there is value in providing a safe way for others to experience the sacredness of pleasure, and then acting. My dirty, dark mind went dark. All right, in acts of loving life. Healing process. To integrate this, I'm going to invocate this. I'm going to pray upon you. Pray for you. I call upon the crystal angel of the cat's eye and goddess Basset, who loves me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment and sacred pleasure. I ask you for your healing grace through unconditional love to help me release any conscious or unconsciously held self-hatred, self-loathing, and lack of self-respect. I choose to offer up to the loving grace of the Universal Mother any patterns or belief systems connected to fear-based control and inhibition. I wish to love and respect myself and to be able to receive the sacred pleasure that is my divine inheritance. Through divine mercy and my own free will, so be it. All right, so I'm going to I'm going to charge this up through my sacral chakra because yours isn't. All right, put it on our lower belly, beneath there. I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime and through all layers of my being to be thoroughly released, forgiven, and disconnected from any experience, memory, or associated belief system connected to shaming, guilt, judgment, and fear of pleasure, as well as any experience or belief system that supports self-loathing, fear-based control, and inhibition. I forgive myself and others completely. I am an amazing being with divine compassion and my own strength, and I shall heal my body, mind, and soul as I enter in the delights of sacred pleasure as an act of reverence for divine creation. Through the divine empowerment and unconditional love, so be it. All right, focus there. I've charged that up with that prayer. May divine love bring a capacity for conscious, sacred pleasure to all living beings. May all hearts be free from hatred and fear, according to divine mercy, grace, and in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time, so be it. And your affirmation for today that you can say 3 times: I revel in sacred pleasure as the divine sweetness sweetens my deal, putting some sugar in my bowl. Pour some sugar on me in the name of love. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm a freak-a-leak. So we're calling in for some sacred pleasure. We need some sweetener in this stuff, right? Did your priest pray for you like that? No. We'll all bow their heads and ask for forgiveness. I'm just messing with you. I wanted to pull out the Basset card, but damn, it's way down there, so I'm not going to. I have 4 different kinds of tarot cards, right? I thought. The first ones were my goddess. They were goddess cards, and they're actually read as tarot. And so I've always known the goddess. We've always been in the divine feminine, right? So we're getting a little sidetracked. The other ones I got are my pagan tarots that I read out of this one. I read these all the time, right? I don't pull these cards, they're in a different thing, but I read out of this book all the time. I also have, and you should have seen it, was my, the Quantum Tarot, which is describing, it's still the tarot, but it's using a planetary system to understand the, you know what I mean, the workings of the tarot. Now, mine that I use all the time, that I got, which were my very first ones, are these, the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. Right? Those are the cards that you'll usually see me pull out. Now, this is for you, Wolfman. There is a very specific tarot brand that I got towards the end that is loaded. He was making, I cut him. I guess I cut him. Anyways, what I'm saying is, I posted yesterday in my community page, he was talking shit again about these fucking tarot cards that he's been using for 2 years and how magically delicious they are. No, I show you which cards I use so you could get them and you could follow along and how they work. There's no magic in them. We embody the magic by understanding them. Douches. La douche. Anyways, these are intense. Okay, so these I'd been drawn to, but then I caught them on a clearance as the store was closing. I got them for like $3. I challenge you to these, Wolfman. They're called the Notorias. I don't think they're as expensive as yours, but they are expensive in the tarot community. And the reason why is because they teach you far more than just that. So it's talking about, do you want it in Italiano? Portuguese? All right, so it teaches you, this is actually teaching you about the kingdom of God in the Kabbalah and how it works. Let's see if I can get close enough. Okay, the seraphim are up here, one of God's first creations. Then we have the cherubim and the thrones. You say that Jesus stays at the highest throne, so he's up here, okay? Then right here, come on, focus, bitch. Can you see it? The dominion, dominions. Then you got the powers. Right? Can you see it? And the virtues. Then you have the archangels, the principalities, and your angels. And then there's you. And there's you, right here. Okay, so how it works is the ascension. You go in through your angels guide you. Now, this is the same description that they show in Dante's Inferno. It's that you have to go through the levels of your hell. Now, this is also the same description of your chakra system. This being your solar plexus, this being your heart chakra, this being, you know what I mean, your crown, this being your root. This is just how it works, right? So the energy flows. So what it is for the divine feminine, and this is the divine feminine awakening, but you are a masculine, so you have to work your way through your darknesses to get back to the light. Then in Oklahoma, after a year and a half, you'll hear my story of how I got back to the light. Now I have to take the light back down through the pits of hell into reality. That's the order of the Melchizedek. Once you've gotten up, you have to keep bringing heaven back down to earth. And in doing so, you're bringing people back up to heaven. And you're moving through these spheres. Now the Kabbalah, these cards, teach you these spheres, right? I couldn't tell you exactly where this one is until I get the card open. But it teaches you that. Now the Kabbalah said by Hebrew, these are Hebrew letters, that if you align the letters, you would know where the energy was. This card teaches you by using tarot where you are in your energy. And that's why I said, let's see where we are in our healing. And we can pull out my book and it'll tell us where we are in our journey. And we could be in the very beginning, we could be somewhere. And that's what's called of us, to keep going. And sometimes it's a ping pong, dude. I'll get this close into my sacral, and then there's some secrets or some fucking problem that I can't make it real. And I got to go back up, like today, and plant a new seed. And start getting it to fucking, you know what I mean, to materialize into this world. Do it all the time. Okay, now, teaches you all that bullshit. It teaches you about each of them, who are your angels and where they reign and what they mean and what are their names. So it starts with your angels, then your archangels, the principalities. Again, the virtues, the powers, the dominions, or the dominations, excuse me. Dominions. Why do I keep saying that? The thrones, the cherubim, see, there it goes, and then the seraphim, and we talked about them, right? They were God's first creation. Okay, now the cards themselves, this is what I said, I challenge you. They're fucking loaded. This first one is a sigil, that's the angelical seal. If you know your angels, they have their seals, okay? They show some of that in my Archangel Fire Oracles that I tell you to get. Okay, the number is the number in which the angel is classified in the share, whatever. This is a book that's in the Jewish teachings that I'm not familiar with. All right, this is the name of the angel. Okay, the tarot card number, right? So he knows them by numbers. He's like 1 plus this is the number 14, which is the card something. He knows his tarots by the number. Okay, the planetary attribution is so it says the number of the, you know what I mean, of the tarot, and then it says what it is. This is the planetary attribution. He knows some of his planetaries. This is going to be your zodiac sign, right? So that means we're in a Scorpio, that you should know all this. If you know it, it's telling you a whole fucking story in one card. You shouldn't need more than one card. And then this is the erotestic, where he knows it as a different one. These are erotestic attributions to the angel with the corresponding tarot card as associated with Aleister Crowley's teaching. And that's it, he saw it through the dark side. I'm going to find you, Aleister. On page 17. So these are how these cards work. We work them one at a very time. We haven't been through them all. They're very intense. Where are we now? Right here. That's a very interesting card. Number 48. Let's find out. You're like, all about my cards. I actually turned straight to it and I looked at it. Mael, the merciful God. Oh, and it comes with an invocation, and I don't know if I speak Latin, but I always try, so work with me here. Notuiam fecit domines saluter suem in conspectum gentiam revalvit Jutaim Suaim. All right. My Hael maintains harmony and connection between the active and receptive components. Thus, it promotes union attraction, compassion, and the feeling of reconciliation and concord. That's so funny because you keep pulling it. All of you keep pulling reconciliation. Perhaps I'm not against it. I'm not against rap. I'm not against rappers. I am against you thugs. Thugs. I don't have no hard feelings. Silence is what keeps everything silent. Speak. Say something. Say something. Okay, I'm not singing to you. You can sing. Don't sing to me either. If this energy decays and degenerates, its influence could cause discord, relentless jealousy, or in worst case, stagnant in total lack of stimulation, boredom, and melancholic, sterile refuge in the past. All right, the number is the 48. The chorus is the virtues. It's the 4 of cups. The planet is the moon. Go figure. The sign is Scorpio. And Eretessica is the 4 of cups. All right, that alone tells us everything. We're in our moon energy. Scorpio is death, transformation, occult, sex, all of that. The chorus, let's talk about the virtues. What the virtues do when they're working with us. And who are part of the virtues? I don't know. Go find some notes. Go meet somebody. Just kidding. I don't know them by name. I know them by energy. You put names on everything. You put God in a fucking form. That's crazy to me. It's like, how could you possibly fit God somewhere? As if they put you somewhere. All right, he's part of them. So it's the I don't know, Typhet. I don't know. He's part of like 2, 4. I'm not reading all of their names. There's a bunch of them. Ariel, Yahala. They all say all the shit. Being connected to the Typheret, the meditating sphere between microcosmo and macrocosmo, that goes back to the quantum tarot. The angelic chorus of virtues stands in the midpoint of the tree of life, the solar sphere. Typhet represents the center of the balance of the entire tree. Typheret, I don't know how to pronounce it, is the center of transmutation, where the higher planes of force and the lower planes of form is the true archetypical plane behind the material one called Malkuth, populated and experienced by human beings. The task of these virtues then is to build a bridge for us to integrate the purest energy within us into our daily lives so that we can manifest. And that goes back to that sweetness that we just read about. However, because of their transority nature, they can also ask us to make sacrifices, act to break a stagnant, imprisoned form of energy and put it back into circulation. And that's reconciliation, but that's the death, transformation, and rebirth, which would have been a Scorpio card for sure. But it's also what Khalik says too, is, you know what I mean? They're calling you to surrender some things. Not forever. Not everything is a for real goodbye. It's just we need to end what it is now. Okay, boys to men. It's so hot. Okay, enough. To convert one way or another, force and form. The materialization of spirit and the spiritualization of matter takes place here. The seed of great historical changes can come to maturity. It is here that all evolution becomes possible. See, we got some heavy duty, right? You're like, what? I know, I challenge you, bro. Imagine if he pulled these and read them like that. Imagine if you could memorize them and read them like that. Crazy, right? You'd be like, yeah, we're working with the angels, the virtues, we're in this part, and that's it. The Kabbalah knew. They all knew. They all had their different ways of divination, of knowing what was going on. I'm going back to, my Egyptian calendar, which is about to flip on the 1st. We're going to flip into new, into new Egyptian energy. They had it down. Every 10 days, new energy. Out with the old, in with the new. This is what we do. And they had it down every day of the week. It was planned, dude. They knew what was going to happen. It's called the wheel. I don't know where to find this. The sleeper. That's fucking weird, right? It was sleeping in there. Let me go find the guidebook for it. I mean, I was going to pull a Kabbalah card yesterday, but that's the only card I didn't pull because, that's what they said. I went to the benefactor. Hey, guys, who wants to support me? Drop a dime on a bitch, bro. It's in there, the Cash App. Make a contribution. Agitation. Nope. Presence. The sleeper. That's really, I know what this is. As soon as I said it, this is kind of sad. It's like, are you going to wake up? Or do you want to stay asleep? That's what this one really is about. Applause. Pandora's box. Eater. Moment. Observer. Coward. Uprooted. Drunken. Okay, come on, bro. This is not funny. I told you guys. I have to literally turn every page. Moment. Eater. Witness. Longer. Skeleton. Sluggard. Dancer. Advisor. Pandora's box. The applause. Edge. Surgeon. Hurt. Warrior. Well, at least it's way up there and the energy is moving. Treasury. Marker. Same thing. The Kabbalah, it's the same thing that we're teaching. So as I'm going further, we're coming from here and we're going deeper into the teachings, wherever we are in this fucking book. The test, the sign, discipline, Passover. It might be the last motherfucker. Court, benefactor. Oh yeah, we was in court, remember? Agitation. That was the last one we pulled. The martyr. Ooh, that's what I called fucking Russ. Presence, return, the cauldron, man of blood, the veil. Where the hell is this card? Concern. What if it is the very last card? Come on. Pride. Yeah, there's a card. Is there another Virginia? Nope. Tempered. Sorrow. The audience. Myth. Covering. It might be the last motherfucker. Wow. The point. Casualty. I didn't see it in any of there. What the... Oh, I turned right to it on page 30. It's not. We're not. We're right there at the bottom. I was hoping it was a better placement, but I guess it kind of totally gave it away. The sleeper finds his way through dreams in which all of life is enacted. Here, things that have been and things that might have been face each other. This is so weird. I saw fucking Wolfman in my dreams this morning.
What?
Yeah, bro. I feel like we were in a pool. It was weird, because I was like, why would I want to be in my bathing suit around you? Like, in essence, like, talk about fighting a fear. Have you seen him naked? Oh my god. What? Jesus. Oh my god. He had a picture of himself naked on his Instagram. I don't know what, he was an Insta-ho, and it was delicious. Anyways, going back to it. I saw him this morning, in my dreams, which meant in the astrals. Which I think I connected with it. He's just connecting, and he's testing it, and it's working. But at the same time, what do you fucking want? That's what I told him. It works. Congratulations. What do you want? What do you want? That's what I told him. What do you want? Are you scared? What are you doing? Quit playing around. Stop. Magic works. It's real. Quit playing around. Oh, fuck it. Don't wake me up in the middle of the night with this bullshit. Yeah. I don't know. It was like it was a pool. I feel like it was a pool. Like, we weren't the only people. It was like one of those lazy river kind of pools or something. I don't fucking know. I don't remember dreams, but I did. That's why I'm like, oh shit, I saw you this morning. I saw you. And then, like, in the last couple days, what is he doing? I don't know. He's sitting around doing ritual magic, fucking praying to the goddess, and I can hear him. Quit dingling around. Quit fucking call a bitch. It's weird as fuck. We could do that, like, when I'm looking at you. Don't do that shit when I'm not looking. Fucking trying to sleep, bro. I don't sleep around here. You fucking doing that. My twin flames. Oh my god, Becky. God, they would wake me up with all this weird bullshit. Get the fuck away from here. Oh, Lewis is awake on the other side of the world, and he needs some fucking love and energy so he can win this race. Way to go, Lewis. You look great. And fucking Russ is over there, and everybody's over there, and I gotta send all this energy and shit. Yo, fucking find another plug. I'm just being mean. Anyways. Things that have been and things that might be face each other, and they fades as the sleeper realizes that he is asleep and wakes. Commentary. The changing experience of dreaming, sleeping, and waking provides one of the most fascinating patterns in our life. From earliest recorded history, dreams have been considered significant. They create awe, wonder, and fear in a human heart. And I didn't remember it because my day takes off so fast. It's like I see stuff right before, you know what I mean? I open my eyes and I can see where I was, but then I see where I am, and it's like, whoa. I told you, the crashing into the body feeling is the hardest feeling. If you know what I mean? If you don't, it's like you can see stuff, and then it's like, oh, I'm in my body. Oh yeah, I remember seeing you before I got in my body. They create awe, wonder, and fear in human hearts, and some seem more real than waking life. Though dreams may have catched glimpse of the future and dreams of times long before we were born, I don't know, maybe he was in a pool or something at like that time in the morning. I don't know. He's a weirdo. Who knows what he was doing? But I was there. And that's it too. Like, I don't know. I used to worry about shit like that. Like, that's why I don't have to wear all those stones and stuff like that. When I was going through the waking process, you know, your fields are open and you haven't learned how to protect it and how to shut it down, and you don't know exactly what's going and what's good and what's bad. So you just kind of put up these, you know, you build this igloo around yourself with spirituality, and it's all about protection because, well, I mean, I was under a lot of attacks. But then I started to just let it down. It's like, you know, and that's why I teach you guys not so much reversal magic, but like, let's just heal this so that no matter how many times they send it at you, you'll never feel it. Like, you'll never even know it happened because you don't even get bothered. Like, their energy doesn't even penetrate your field. And who's they? Anybody with low vibrational energy. You just, that's what it is. It's like, there's lots of people that can teach you how to deflect energy. Myself, as I was crawling through the fucking pits of hell, or as he calls it, the something of Mordor, or whatever the fuck, you know, through purgatory. You learn new defense levels. You learn how to protect yourself with new prayers, new guides, new fucking, you know what I mean, new stones, new, you know, new ways of banishment, new, you know, all of these new healing techniques and stuff, and I teach all of those. But then you get to a point like me, and you're just the light. Like, people are like, do you want me to cleanse that for you? I'm like, I cleanse anything I touch. I am the light. I am the light. Meaning you can't, you know, some spiritual stores will use sound frequency to cleanse the tools before they give it to you. You know what I mean? Let me cleanse this before I give it to you. Or, you know, there's a lot of people that burn sage before their videos. Let me send you some cleansing, right? And, you know, they're projecting this energy upon you and stuff. And it's like, I do it for you if I'm guided to do so. But for me personally, I am the light. Like, that's it. Any darkness that comes, I'm supposed to I just transmute it. It's meant to be, if there is any. And that's it. It's like low vibrational shit. I'm not going to turn on you. And really, it's not about matching it. It's never about matching it. And that's where it becomes dangerous, is because if I match it, I'll kill you. If I was to match everybody's magic that they sent at me just because they wanted to send magic and wanted to shut me down because I was hurting their egos, right? If I was to turn around and every time I saw it and turn around and fucking wiggle my fingers at you and send it right back at you with a kiss, you know what I mean? With a kiss of death, that shit would wrap. And that's why I was like, you know, it's all false, dude. I'm not going to hurt nobody. Unless I had to literally, you know what I mean, grapple a fucking demon in the night or some shit. You know what I mean? If there was really a possession that's happening, then I'm going to have to open my dark waves. But I'm not going to hurt. I can't hurt. I'm not here to hurt God's children. As far as me telling, magnetize yourself, yeah, I'll use the serpent tongue and I'll make a lot of threats to you. But there's limitations because my heart is bigger than my mouth. It really is. And I love her. And she's still going to keep doing what she's doing regardless of my threats. And do I want to hurt her just because she wants to keep her position on top using my fucking... And that's it. What God says too is let them tell the story. They're not the story. They're just telling it. And the story is me. And that's it too. I used to get very upset about people taking my works, what I considered my works, but they're not. They're God's works. And he wants the story told. I'm doing nothing to tell this story. Anybody that comes to me is brought to me. I do nothing to spread the word other than the people that God brings to me. And if they receive it, that's cool. You know what I mean? I don't have a bunch of people that I meet in person that end up on my YouTube. I mean, I'll mention it, but they don't end up there. You know, the people that are here, I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't check my YouTube. I'm just here to, this is where I do my work. I don't fucking sit there, you know what I mean? I don't fucking give a fuck. But a lot of it gets it gets maddening. It's like, you're fucking totally fucking posing as me, and that shit gets on my nerves. And then it's like, I made that very clear how much it annoys me. But God's like, they want to be like you. And it's like, that's what he made me do. He wants me to be your archetype. I'm supposed to show you what it looks like. You're not supposed to look like me, but I'm supposed to show you what this looks like. You know what I mean? So that's the, standing in the light, and I get a little bit pissed off. But as far as my death threats to you, no. But I will lock you down. And if you're going to claim to do the healing, then do the healing. Quit lying about the healing, because that's what we're supposed to do. Quit lying about the healing. That's when I get upset, is when you lie about the healing. And then I'm going to force you to heal. You know what I mean? Truthfully. More than you want. And that's what it is. It's like everybody that sent magic at me, all they did was force me to heal faster and harder than I wanted to. I didn't want to do all that healing, that much healing, but I did it. You can't take it away. You wasted a whole lot of money to stop me, and all you did was help me, because that's all I'm here to do. It's like you can keep sending every bit of fucking whatever the fuck energy you got at me. You're not going to get a rise out of the Phoenix. I'm going to fucking munch that shit up. It's going to hit a part of me that might hurt. I'm going to hurt for a minute, and then I'm going to heal it. I don't know I hurt until someone pushes a button, so go ahead and push the button. The quicker these buttons get, go off, the faster this shit gets done. But I don't rush it because they be hurting. But fuck, let's do it. I do it all week. You don't get here without hurting. Fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking 5, 6, 7 times a day, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning with terrible thoughts and feelings and memories, and sorting through each of them with love and compassion and understanding for the whole situation. If I have that much love and compassion about what has physically been done to my body, do you think I give a fuck about your words? You think your words have any power? Your words and actions have any power about my emotional status? Bitch, please. But it does bother me. It's like, don't fake it, because I work too hard for this. People that have to do this, and that's why I hate you love and lighters. You act like this is easy, bro. This breaks my back. This breaks my pockets. This breaks my ego. This breaks my fucking reality every fucking week. This shit ain't easy. I got all these people that are too scared to even do it, and you're over here trying to make it look like a fucking cakewalk with my ass out here like this. Anyways, it's a pretty ass. Big ass. Although dreams are usually very personal, sometimes the barriers are washed away too, and people may even share dreams. Knowledge may come through dreams when all our daytime cares and preconceptions are left behind. We can be receptive and knowledge that lies beyond our limited world and the voices which speak of it. And that's it, is daydreaming. I do that all day. It's like, I was trying to show the kids, I was like, that's what I'm doing all day when I'm staring. That's all I do. I just sit out and I stare. What the fuck are you staring at? That's what people say to me all the time. What the fuck are you doing? What are you staring at? Not you. I didn't even see you. Can you get out of my view? The fuck are you looking at? The wall? I'm staring at the walls. There's something beyond that wall, bro. I can see way beyond that wall, bro. There's nothing. I don't even see that wall. I don't even see this reality, bro. Unless I have to. Ugh, don't make me look at them. We should listen to the words of our dreams, and by experience learning which should be discarded as floating fantasy and which are resonating with meaning. And that's it. What are you, daydreaming about? And which ones are you really being guided to do? And there's a difference between your intuition, which is illusion, or your intuition, which is your inner knowing, and your imagination, which is illusion. Your imagination creates out of a place of fear and control. Your intuition creates out of a place of limitlessness and fearlessness, where it tells you to do something you don't think you can do. The shit that you think that you're all powerful and egotistical and like, yeah, that's a great idea, I'm gonna fucking smash it, and this is what I'm gonna do, and this is, I got this shit. Bro, that's your fucking illusions telling you that you're gonna, you're gonna rob a bank or some shit. It's like, no, that was not your intuition. Your gut told you that was a bad idea. Kabbalah describes each level of existence like the layers and the unfolds of a walnut. The whole world is organized on a principle, from the primary mystic center to the very outmost of the layers. All are coverings of the one to the other. Brain with brain, spirit inside of the spirit, shell within the shell. We know we are sleeping. We usually wake through sometimes, and we can continue awake within a dream. We wake to another reality. Many traditions teach that death is a waking from life, yet another reality beyond that. There's a lot of cards that are talking about death. Mr. Carter died yesterday. In 100 years, fuck me. As a leader, 100 years, fuck me. I'm here for 99, but still, what the fuck was we thinking? That's it. They enticed us. They told us. They showed us. That's the difference, bro. They showed us. They showed us. And every time I get off course, they show me again the end. They showed us. It'll be done. You'll have it. This is what you're going for. They don't show us how we're going to go through it. They tell us they're going to guide us through it, and it'll be a fun experience. Lots of laughs. It'll be fun. And they tell us what we're going to have along the way, and we're just supposed to do this shit. Fuck, bitch. What the fuck? Talking about Gandhi all hungry and shit. What the fuck? Jesus. What the fuck? What the fuck? This isn't what I signed up for. Yeah, you did. Look, remember the end? You're going to be that guy that comes back to life. Him or me. I don't know. I'm here too. Fuck me. Anyways, going back to it. When we are sleeping, we're usually blah, blah, blah. We are also told that it is the greatest spiritual challenge in life for us to wake up. A person can live on automatic, feeding on impressions and emotions, as well as on physical food, and simply responding to those changing stimuli. And that's people I told you, they're dead asleep. They're all on the fucking, agenda. They have a schedule. They're, you know what I mean? They're like totally programmed. They don't have time for you. They're like fucking, dude, they're just zeros and ones, bro. They're in the matrix, bro. They don't see anything but their phones and their, you know what I mean, their thoughts. Or he or she can wake up to the birthright of full consciousness, act from real will, and take responsibility for his or her actions. The oracle hints that this possibility with every situation, however deep the sleep, there is a crack through I'm hearing Aussie. There is a crack through which light appears, and this is our prompt to wake up in the Great Awakening, and it's happening. The convergence and stuff, they're gonna hit the button, and more will wake up, and we're supposed to catch them because they're not gonna know. And I'm seeing, what the fuck is it? I can't see the words for things right now. I'm just seeing visions, and I can't put them into words. Twilight, right? They're like all of the vampires came into the neighborhood, so it forced all of the tribe members to turn into, you know what I mean, the wolves before they were ready. And that's it, is we're here, as me, as the leader, I'm here to catch you and tell you that these things are, like Professor X, all these mutant things that are happening, all these feelings, all these visions, all of these, freak out moments of your ego deaths, and you're looking at people and they're looking at you like you're Kanye West, that this is all part of it, and we're here to, I'm here to soothe it and walk you through it and show you how it works and how to work your powers, the alchemical transmutation that's happening upon us. We're mutating, we're evolving, we're becoming spirit in the flesh. But our spirit is waking up in the flesh, and it's very painful to the flesh, and I describe that in lots of videos, right? And that's it, is, my spirit can do all kinds of things, and I can put my body, and that's what I said, I can put my body on automatic, just feeding on the impressions and emotions as well as physical food, and simply responding to the changing stimuli. That's me driving. Autopilot, for sure. Better than Tesla, bro. And I'm like, totally, all right, I'm going to step back and leave my astral body, and now I'm going to have conversations with, the divine, and I'm going to go see stuff, and I'm going to hear stuff. Same thing. I'm going to light a cigarette, and we're going to travel. Anytime I could sit still. Most monks and stuff, they have to hit a certain level of, of spirit. I don't. I can do it right here, staring at words, bro. I can leave this body at any time and that's what I'm doing a lot of the time, is my body is autopilot reading, and I'm seeing I'm somewhere else witnessing these visions play out. All right, here we go. Interpretation. Something inside of you is still asleep. Maybe this is a wake-up call. It is your choice, of course, to go on sleeping, but if this is the choice that you make, then you're ignoring the possibilities that lie in front of you. You will no longer be innocent of this. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's it. You're being ignorant. You're being ignorant. You know what's being called, and I can see this. Again, they're going to ask me to offer my hand before this big move. Every time I'm about to shift, they tell me to offer my hand to bring people closer to me before I shift. And that's it. They'll shift me a different direction if there's more people to shift with. But instead, if not, they'll take me on my own journey without anybody. But if there's people, then they're going to accommodate the people. So they showed me this. This happened before I left Oklahoma. I extended my hand to Draco and said, Draco, you want to go to Colorado? We're going to set up a tent. We're going to go fuck around out there. I don't know. The Holy Spirit says, you want to go? Draco didn't come. Then before I went over to Arizona, I'm about to go. Do you guys, anybody want to go? We're going to Yuma. I don't know what the fuck is in Yuma. Who wants to go to Yuma? We're going to Yuma. What happened? I got healed and went through all kinds of lessons. Nobody went with me. right? As I go to these places. So now, and I know it, and the kids know it. We're packing up, we're moving. I said that we were moving. We're going to move on to a new journey. I'm going to extend my hand again. Who wants to take this journey of healing with me? I do it. This is what we do. We wait on God. He tells us what to do every day, all day. He provides for us. He tells us where to go, when to move. We do the work. He takes care of everything else. That's how it works. Who's ready to trust God and, jump into the abyss? And that goes back to, I don't expect any of you new people, but I don't have expectations. I'll be surprised whoever does it, because it takes so much, I was going to say willpower, but you don't have the power. It takes so much of the spirit world to push you to do such a thing. So you'd have to have a strong spiritual connection to be such a person, because you couldn't do it on your own. You'd need to know that spirit inside of you pushing you to tell you. Many are called, dude. All the time, people want to reach out and want to hang out, and they want to do stuff, and they want to be part of me. They want to know me. They really want to know me, but they're too scared. Their egos are terrified of me, but their heart loves me. And that's it too. It's like, I was the same way with Bobby. My ego was terrified of dealing with him, but my heart loved him. And I had to just, okay, let's calm you down and say it'll be okay. So I had to take the time to calm the ego and just go with it and keep calming the ego as I went with it. But anyways, in that sense, it is your choice, of course, to go to sleep. But if this is your choice that you make, then you are ignoring the possibilities that lie in front of you. And I'm seeing Wolfman too. He's got a lot of choices. You invoked Hecate. You're at the crossroads. Do you go back to a life of something you already know? Which is, where's the spiritual gain in riding your motorcycle and taking pictures of girls? Everything's lost its lust, hasn't it? Even the girls you sleep with, now that you've actually touched the light. And that's that Doctor Strange. Teach me. No, your ego's too big. Just kidding. And that's where it is. It's like he changed, he transformed. Once I came in, I brought the darkness, but I brought the light. It's like, do you really want to continue to do love readings for the rest of your life? Do you want to keep reading into people's karmic love fucking drama where they can't learn a lesson and fucking stop obsessing? Do you want to be that guy? Or do you want to help me teach people real erotastic healing? Teach them stones, teach them rituals, teach them the magic, teach them the planets, teach them the chakras, teach them the sacred lands, teach them sex magic. I don't know, guys. There's a shift coming, and that's it. When shall we move? I don't know. I think it said not till February, but you need to, start planting the seeds today under the black moon. Black moon and Lilith is what I heard. Possible meaning: unfulfilled potential, laziness. My eyes are going. They're going. A period of dormancy, a choice to keep quiet rather than to act, retreating into yourself. Someone who will not listen or who cannot be roused. Ugh. There's plenty of you guys. I mean, I can't make you listen to me. Listen to me. Anyways, going back to it, I had to pull this card because it was there. But our other one on Notorious said we were in a 4 of Cups. So let's see what our 4 of Cups is. Oh, I went to 5 of Cups right away. We're in discontent. That's some bullshit. The 4 of Cups represents a lack of emotional fulfillment. I told you, everything lacks now. You can't fuck your way out of this. You can't drink your way out of this. You can't. You fucking, after you touch it, it's like, I don't know. After you know the truth, you just want to know more. I feel it. I have all of the truth inside of me, but I don't really spend all that time wanting to know because it's just so much. You have to take it in small increments. You are dissatisfied with your life. You may be feeling bored and uninspired. I know. Weren't you supposed to go to New York for... Oh, did I talk you out of it, making fun of Russ? Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking about Russ, but perhaps you felt conflicted about the same thing. Isn't it funny how we mirror? Isn't it funny how we mirror? He said he was going to go spend the holidays in New York. And I was making all these jokes about Russ running to New York for fucking New Year's because it's the thing that people do. And I noticed that he stayed in California. I don't put together everything. I just notice things. I don't pay attention to what's going on in this world, really. I just see it when I open my eyes, and then I just close my eyes again. I go back to sleep. You're dissatisfied with your life, and you may feel bored, uninspired at work, and there may be unspoken resentments within a relationship. Ooh, that's that look in your eyes every time they walk across the room. Just kidding. You might feel generally unwell and depressed. It is tempting to try to relive this disappointment with an affair, ooh, Bobby, or excessive indulgence in pleasures, but this will soon pall and you will be disgusted with yourself. Damn, bro. This is a thin line right here. Because the first card we pulled was sacred pleasure. But that's it. Are you seeking sacred pleasure or just fleshly fucking desires? Excessive indulgence in pleasures, but this will soon pale. You are out of touch with your reality and indulging in fantasies, focusing hard on your disappointments that are turning you back into the cup of, turning your back on the cup of happiness that is already present. That's it. You can keep wallowing about what you didn't do last year and how you're somewhere that everybody else isn't. Or you could just move forward and go in a direction. And spiritually, yeah, there's a bunch of them that's really hitting them. It's really hitting them to see me stand in my light and know that I've been begging them to come with me all the way. Every day, begging them to be part of this light. And now I'm the only one in the light. But it's not going to take much more. It's not like you have the same fucking darkness to work through. You just have to start it. Like they said, start somewhere. That was Rad Riel yesterday. You have to start somewhere. Each day, tell yourself 3 things you're grateful for, such as your children, your family, being alive in the moment, and able to feel the sun on your face. This card tells you that it's a time to ground yourself. Go within. Reconnect with the Ace of Cups and find your purpose again. What is the Ace of Cups? It's love, bro. I'm going to read it because it said last time. It's called love. It's the love card. This card is about pure love. When it appears, it brings an opportunity for deep emotional and spiritual fulfillment. What does your heart long for? Do what your heart says, not what your mind says. You are surrounded by love, but like water, love is an emotion that flows and it can be blocked by negative feelings. You must open yourself up to the power of love by forgiving and letting go of past hurts, allowing fear, grief, sadness, and hatred to trickle away from your heart. And love, healing, abundance, and spiritual connection will pour in. That goes back to last night. Someone asked me, are you sad? No, I'm discontent with how things turned out, I guess, since we're on that, and that's the name of this card, the discontent. That's me. I'm like, damn. On a Monday? Yeah. I'm just sitting there like, I didn't see that, but there's always that silver cup. It's like, well, at least there was some fun times, and that's it. I can only feel sad for so long, and then they're going to make jokes about it, and how brave I was, and how funny I was, and how authentic I was, and how great I was. You know, not how bad I was, and how bad everything feels, how great it was to go through that. That's it. You get your little brownie badge, and you're on your way. You're kind of like, well, fuck, that was a bullshit-ass relationship. That was a bullshit-ass job. That was a bullshit-ass journey. No, but look at what you learned. And that was me, dude. I was so heartbroken about Las Vegas. Man, I thought I was really gonna fucking be like all I could be. Yeah, but you were. Nah, but I'm still fucking, where's fucking cups up, bitch? What the fuck, God? Nah, but look what you did. I guess. And that's it with Bobby. Well, that didn't fucking work out. He ain't even never gonna call me again. Yeah, but look at how great it was. You got over it. You got that badge. I guess, whatever. And that's it. It's like, you know, you're so strong. Yeah, I guess. I got the badges. I got the stripes to show it, but whatever. So it's like, I'm not sad. I'm just like, bitter bitch face, I guess. Anyways, going back. You might feel generally unwell and depressed. It's tempting, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You're out of touch. You need to get back to the cups of happiness that's already present. Each day, blah, blah, blah. Go with the Ace of Cups and find your purpose again. Reverse meaning, you've been feeling pretty negative, living on the world in a world of your own, perhaps even hiding in your room, distracting yourself with TV, internet, drinks, and drugs. Now there is a dawning realization that this is doing you no good. What was it that made you withdraw? What do you need to change to stop you feeling like this again? Hey, I told you about my relapse yesterday. Sometimes we do. It's just, what happened then? I don't know. It was a stupid ass story too. The whole time I could sense they were doing it, right? We're in the bar and I could feel that they're meeting up. We're like, oh, we're going to meet this guy. And you know right away what's happening. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not going to do drugs with these people. I'm not going to do drugs with these people. I'm not going to do drugs with these people. I know they're going to offer me. Don't do drugs with these people. You're not going to do drugs with these people. Here's the real story, bro. So we get back to the house and we're all sitting at the porch after the bar closes. It's like 3:30 in the morning. And we're in front of this guy's house. Should I say his name? Say his name. Jeremiah. We're at Jeremiah's house. Jeremiah's kids are gone for the weekend with the mother or somewhere. They're not there, and it's just us, and we're partying and shit. And they got like a big old 8-ball of fucking cocaine, right? And all of a sudden they're like, I can't find it. I can't find it. Like, you better fucking find it, bro. My fucking kids are gonna find that shit, right? And I'm sitting outside smoking cigarettes, and I look over, and it's right next to me on the railing, and I literally railing. Get it? And so they're like, I was like, it's right there, dude. So they grab it and they go inside. And the whole time I'm not going to do drugs with them. Just say no when they ask you. Just say no. Just say no. Just say no. Go to the bathroom. And I'm in the bathroom and I'm telling myself, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to fucking do this. I'm not going to fucking do this. I'm not going to fucking do this. I come out of the bathroom. They hand me the fucking plate and the fucking dollar bill. And without even fucking no hesitation, stuck it straight in my nose and sucked up a big ass fucking line. And then I walked outside and hated myself for 5-10 minutes. And I was like, guys, I got to go. Before it even hit my system, I was driving down the hill. I was high as a fucking kite by the time I got back to Denver at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. And the sun is coming up and my kids are there and I feel like a fucking douchebag. Sometimes, bro. Why? I don't know. I told you. I did everything. I told myself I wasn't going to. I spent that whole time from like the time that I knew they were scoring to the whole time, bro, and still couldn't say no. So that's when they tell you, you got to stay away from the shit because you don't have the ability. It's not that I wanted it. It's that I literally couldn't say no. And this was after, I don't know, probably fucking 10, 12, 14 fucking years of being sober. Who fucking knows? And yet it was like right there. And because I wasn't emotionally strong about some other shit, I just went for it, dude. And that was the last time we did that bullshit. I think. No. Then my family did it to me at their fucking wedding. I'm sitting there and I'm already the outcast and they never invite me to anything. And here I am at their wedding. And now I think we're going to go to the car to smoke some weed. And here they come with the cocaine. And I don't want to, if I don't do it, then guess what? I'm going to be left out. In the sense of not the cocaine, but I'm not part of the inner circle. Meaning like, she's not partying, don't tell her where we're going. But then if I'm guilty, then yeah, let's bring her. And that's it. It's like, she's with us, she's part of it. And that's where it is at the end of the night. My cousin, you know what I mean? The host with the most, is like, he has like 2 big ass ones. It's like fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. And it's like huge. And I'm like, nah, you go ahead. And I end up leaving. And then of course, I don't know what they end up doing with their lives. But that was another thing. It's like, I don't need you to fuck up my life, bro. You know what I mean? I don't need you. I can do this all by myself. And, so there's some of us that we just don't. But now, and that was Tree. You want to do something? No, dude, I don't do it. I don't do it. I said I don't do it. Go ahead. And that was it. He always was trying to say, hey, you want some? Just being fucking friendly, maybe. I don't think he was trying to be a fucking crackhead and shit. But in the sense of, it's like sometimes, there was many times I would have said, yeah, for sure. You got some? No, I don't ever think I asked. And that's the thing. It's like, you don't even ask for this bullshit. You just get put in it, and you just end up doing some stupid shit, and you'll be hating yourself for doing some shit that you done did before. Mad at yourself because, like, acting like you ain't never did no stupid shit like this before. I'm just being honest. It's like I fucking hated myself for it, but didn't understand why I did it, and didn't allow myself to enjoy it or even nothing. I just killed myself. Fucking bitch killed my vibe. Killed it high. I was like, that was somebody spent a lot of money for me to feel some type of way, and I'm sure it wasn't this way. What a waste, right? This is not kid-friendly. If you've been feeling pretty negative, living in the world of your own, doing internet, drinking, drugs, ask what made you do it. Not why you're doing it, but what's making you feel like you got to do this. Why is this your only way to feel good? And does it really make you feel good? Does she really make you feel good, or are you just taking your energy out on her? All right, come on, dude. I had a lot of other cards, but we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is what I saw as soon as I looked up. So we're going to stop there. I wanted to read a lot of other shit. let me at least prepare us for what we're going to read. Okay, so this book is about the healing. Again, I got this before I went on my first journey, and this was it. So these are chapters. First is having patience, shining your light, embracing your shadow, rest and restore, transforming your life, connect with the land, set boundaries, and chant the everyday. These are huge parts of learning how to, here we go. First one is grounding yourself, and then new beginnings. Then you start to feel your emotions. You start to step up. You learn how to deal with you learn the lunar strength, which is working with the moon. Then you learn how to work with the sun. Then you learn your physical strength, your emotional strength, learning the outer wisdom, the inner wisdom, how to take action. This is all, I take lots of these journeys with you, right? We've literally read all of these for sure. But we're going to pull one. That's what I was being guided I saw in my intuition yesterday. So here they are. They're very deep. They're going to have all kinds of, there's going to be spells, there's going to be oils, there's going to be incantations, all kinds of shit. We're going to figure out which one we're supposed to do. I'm not doing it today because, again, they're huge. So I'll keep it out at the altar for what we'll do when we do it. Having patience. This is a great one. That's Northwest, is what I considered her. That was Northwest. I had a huge, I'll never forget this day when I pulled this card. Do you guys remember the day? It's the Queen of Swords right there, dude. And the crane. Also, I want to pull out my animal, my animal guides. I want to teach you some more herbs. I just need to start teaching everyone again, start the whole syllabus again, because it's a new year and we have lots of new people. But we're going to learn about this. It's number 12. I went to 14, which was embracing your shadow, and that's where we really need to be right now. But I'm going to give you just this. Now look, these are intense. So this just alone is the description of the card. But it goes in, it starts on 112. We're going to learn, you know what I mean, magic for it. The wheel of the year. That's where we're at, a new wheel. No surprise there. Meditations for rebirth and renewal. Practice and perseverance. Tracking your progress. See, there's a lot. And avoiding catastrophes. There's a lot. So I implore you to get this, an oracle for everyday enchantment. They were one of my first. I share all of my tools and techniques with you so that in hopes that if I can't get you on it, you're on it. Another one that I was going to hope to read was our light workers. This is, again, once you're introduced into the light, there's a process to it. So right now we're going to be looking at, when we get a chance, which is probably Sunday, our life path, when you get your life path activated. There's different levels to it. Now, this one is the frequencies. Again, when you start working with lights, now you start working with light codes. Light frequencies are coming in and around you, and you're working with the light, and it teaches you what they're teaching you. You know, that goes back to the first card we talked about, the virtues. What are the virtues doing with us? What are the light codes doing with us? What are the light workers doing with us? What crystal mandala should we be working with? Where are we in the energy? Do you know what I mean? What does the tarot have to say about this? You know, and that's just, we can keep going and going, and that's what divination tools are, is to find answers to where am I and what is being asked of me. And that's what people go to the Bible for, is, you know, you're supposed to be studying Christ and to be Christ-like and what Christ wanted from you and what God was trying, you know, Christ was the messenger of God. And so, you know, that's what these are. These are all just messengers. These were people that were in a trance-like state that communed with the divine and was given a message to deliver. Yeah, they put it in a card and they decided to sell it and see, you know, God told them they could make money from this. Obviously, it worked. It worked. They believed that if they just channeled these messages and put it together and gave it to the world, they would make money. How long ago did she make this? And how many of these are we going to make famous? Do you know what I mean? How many of these people are we blowing up? Anytime I touch someone's energy, that's what's happening to Ali's song right now. He's just never been through this before. When I touch your energy, he blows up. That's what happened to Wolfman, too. He saw his page blow up. They see it, and they don't understand it until after. And after they've already lost me. Like, it was her. She brought all of this. She brought all this growth. She brought all of this shit. I did. But it was just me. I didn't bring shit. I just made you aware of it. It was always around you. I didn't really do nothing. I'm just the messenger. Hey, I love you guys. Have a great moon day. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. I'm going to eat food and just enjoy the fact. I love that all my spiritual shit. I got super blessed, dude. We got a hotel for a whole week, and they're saying it'll even last longer. And I'm just like, wow, I've got 2 days to, you know what I mean? I'm about to work my ass off. I've got all this bonus money. I'm just super blessed, dude. I want to kind of curl up with my family and just be grateful before I have to, you know what I mean, be hateful. I don't want to be hateful about some shit. And that's not hateful. It's just we'll have some healing. Tomorrow, God will who gives us strength on Tuesday, and we'll need it. You know what I mean? Because I'll need all that strength. Wednesday, we'll have shadow work. That'll be pushing. Wednesday is a Mercury day, so I'll teach you more about that. I'm going to teach you as much as I can while I'm here, and I have all my teaching modalities. And I'll keep sharing them with you so that we can, you know, I can accelerate your growth and your understanding. And anybody that wants to get on this and wants to become, you know, an apprentice and a teacher, it takes a year and a day to be ordained. And you're going to have to put in some time, and you're going to have to learn what I do, and you're going to have to do what you do, and you're going to have to do all of this. But I'm extending my hand. The comments are always open in my community page. I don't leave them open on my videos because people are weirdos. It takes a lot of fucking guts to go on a community page. So if you're ready, otherwise you can email me, I guess. That'll pop up too. I forgot about that. High Priestess Phoenix 6 at Gmail, I think it is. I don't know. It's on there. Hey, I love yous. Laters. Bye.